This is episode 16 of Ask Mogz Anything, the series where I answer questions from you guys about Sideswipe and about myself. This episode will feature Grand Champion ranked 3v3s gameplay from some of the best 3s players in the world, and it includes answers to questions about topics like how to change your region to a different one, how to get the Fennec, and a showcase of my own personal favourite items. All of the gameplay shown in this video and all of the questions answered in this video came from my Discord server. If you want to submit your own gameplay or questions for future episodes, come join the Mogz Discord server. The details are on screen and in the video description. Alright, let's get into the first match and the first question. But first, a huge shout out to ExpressVPN. If you've ever wanted to play Sideswipe in a different region, say over with me in Japan, ExpressVPN is how you do it. I can tell you from experience it 100% works, and honestly, the ping's actually decent too. And right now, every single Mogz viewer is gonna get a huge discount of 3 months off all 12-month subscriptions, meaning it just got a whole lot cheaper for you to jump into a different region and destroy your opponents over there. How good is that? So go check out ExpressVPN via the link on screen and in the video description. All right, let's do this. So the first question comes from Thomas B, and they ask, what is your goal in Sideswipe and on YouTube, Mogz? I wouldn't say I really have any specific goals. I think just, you know, as I've explained multiple times in these AMA videos, I'm really passionate about making content on YouTube. Like it's kind of the main thing that I want to do with most of my days. And I do it so much that I kind of get burnt out and then I need to take a few days off and stuff. So it's just the thing that I'm most passionate about. And so I want to continue doing it for as long as possible. And so my goals related to that are just to continue doing it and to continue growing as a creator and, you know, expanding sort of my style and, yeah, being able to make different types of content, and which is, it's already expanded so much over the, you know, 2 years that I've been doing this, so, or 2.5 years or something. In terms of Sideswipe, I mean, I just want to grow, I just want to, you know, help Sideswipe succeed because it's connected to the success of my channel. I love the game. I mean, it's the best mobile game I've ever played. It's one of the best games I've ever played, really. I mean, I absolutely loved it when I first started playing it for the first, like, 6 months or something like that. So I really do want to see it do well. And it's such a shame to see what the developers have done with it. I mean, they've just totally abandoned it. Like, they've done nothing really to help it grow. And throughout the whole, like, 1.5 years that it's been around, I saw so many opportunities for them to grow it and to build the player base and to add new features and stuff, and they just took so few of them, like almost none, other than a few game modes, you know. But it's a massive shame. So I don't know, in terms of my goals, yeah, I just want to be able to continue making content for you guys for as long as possible. So I hope Sideswipe does better, you know, to help that cause. But yeah, good question. Next one's from Hamza Pro Max, and they ask, Yo Mogz, would you rather RLSS having tournaments and trading or it having monetization and good new updates? I mean, all of the above, really, but I guess if I had to choose one of those two groups, I guess I would choose monetization and good updates, just because I feel like monetization would improve every single aspect of the game, because more money invested in the game, like more money earned from the game means more money invested in the game, which means just a better game overall. So yeah, that's probably what I would choose, but I would love to see tournaments and trading as well. I mean, they're just amazing. I don't know why I have to choose. Why do I have to choose? I want all of those. And maybe I can include tournaments and trading in good new updates. All right, let's do that. So all of those are amazing. Yeah, good question. Next one's from Catacalist, sorry. And they ask, hey Mogz, what car and other things do you normally use? In Sideswipe, I use I mean, at the moment I'm using the Golden Octane, but that's really just because it's quite rare. I really prefer the Fennec. That's kind of my main car. In terms of other things, I mean, I'll show you the car I'm currently using. I'll show you my Octane on screen, and I'll show you my Fennec on screen. So these are all the items that I'm currently using. I like the Apex wheels because they're so clean. And I'm using Tachyon Boost. I think Titanium White Tachyon Boost I really like. Other than that, I don't think I'm like Halo. I'm using a Halo topper, but it's just clean. I like clean design, so I'm pretty boring really. Next one's from Ghost of Sparta, and they ask, is it still possible to get the Whiplash? No, unfortunately not. You can't get the Whiplash at the moment. It was just like a 2-week promotion or something like that in Fortnite, and I don't know, maybe they'll bring it back in the future, but for now there's no way to get it, unfortunately. If it happens that they do the promotion again, I'll probably do a video about it, because I wouldn't mind just like updating you guys and letting you know that it's on, as well as maybe covering it in a bit more detail, showing you how to do each of the quests in Fortnite. No, unfortunately you can't get it yet anymore. Next one's from Hagen, and they ask, what are the advantages of doing a going through gold? I'm assuming you mean follow through gold instead of just flipping into the ball. Yeah, it's a good question. I mean, I've done a lot of testing on like the power of hits, and honestly, the gold shot, like people often talk about the gold shot as being the most powerful shot in the game, and it is marginally more powerful than say a red shot, or just like a regular flip, maybe. But like from a kind of a standstill, but honestly, it really isn't that much more powerful at all. So I would say if you got a really good flip into the ball, you'd probably just get the same amount of power as you get from a gold shot. And follow through gold shots, no different really. Follow through the gold shot's kind of quite powerful because you get the gold shot and you're flipping towards the ball, so you kind of get both. You get the gold shot and you hit the ball with your car. So yeah, that's a really, but I think the maximum speed of the ball is still going to be the same, you know. So probably no advantage really. It just looks cool. Next one's from Conquestor, and they ask, what encouraged you to play Sideswipe when there's the original game which you can fully focus on Grand Champions, and it has better physics, variety maps, and huge open 3D game with better performance? What encouraged me to play Sideswipe? Well, what encouraged me to play Sideswipe was it just came out and I decided to do a video about it, and the video did well, and so I did more videos, and then yeah, I went from there. I just decided to focus on that in terms of making content. What encouraged me to play it? Someone just told me about it, and I checked it out and I really liked it. I mean, it's great. But that doesn't mean, I mean, it's not like I play Sideswipe and I don't play Rocket League. Like, Rocket League's still my favorite game of all time. So I play Rocket League every single day pretty much still. And I've been playing it for the last like 8 years. So it's not like I play one or the other. I play both. And actually, I don't really play Sideswipe anymore. I make content about it, but it doesn't require me to actually play the game regularly. So most of my content these days is made from other people's clips and other people's, matches and stuff. Like, Sideswipe players versus the rank they think they deserve. I don't need to play the game to make that video. I do montages and stuff. I use clips from other players that they've sent me. So yeah, I don't actually play Sideswipe anymore, to be honest. So. Yeah, good question. Next one's from Armet Pro, and they ask, this is a long one. Hey Mogz, so I've been learning lots of new mechanics lately, mostly gold shots and soul chains. Now that I mastered them, I noticed my performance in one has severely dropped. I was able to win beat plat and even diamonds, but now I'm struggling with goldies. That's painful. Oh my god, I can't relate, but yeah, that sounds really bad. What can I do to get back in the plat diamond range? Well, actually, this one is one that another player actually answered. The Real Legend, and this is a really good answer. He says, because you're learning mechanics over game sense. Literal proof while golds are trying to use mechanics more over game sense. And yeah, that's really true. Like, I think as players focus a lot on mechanics, they tend to kind of neglect other areas of their game because they think mechanics are gonna are gonna win them the game. And also they start trying to use those mechanics too often in game, which means that their plays start to become really stale, because there's a finite number of mechanics, so and if you're around plat or something, you're probably not going to be that good at them, let's be honest. You're not going to be that great at doing stall chains and everything, so you're probably going to mess them up. You're probably going to be quite slow at setting up your stalls, and so you're just like telegraphing your plays. So you're making your plays really easy for your opponent to read, and it kind of slows down your play as well, because you're just spending so much of your kind of mental energy focused on doing the mechanics that I think you kind of get tunnel vision and you neglect the rest of your game, which is like positioning and boost management and making fast unpredictable plays and blah blah blah. So yeah, that's a really good answer from Legend. I totally agree with that. And I recommend that you focus less on mechanics and focus more on your game sense and stuff. Yeah, great question though. I think that's gonna probably help a lot of people. Next one's from Archit, and they ask, hey Mogz, ever tried playing Rocket Soccer Derby? No, I don't. No, I've never played it, but I actually remember this question. I think I Googled this game when you mentioned it, and it looks like crap. I think it didn't look good to me at all. But someone else asked about like playing Rocket League clones. And that is something that I considered a long time ago. I considered doing a video about that, but I never ended up doing it. But yeah, like way back in the beginning of my Sideswipe career on YouTube, I was planning to make that kind of video, but yeah, I just never got around to it. So no, I have not played Rocket Soccer Derby. Next one's from Ducky Yar, and they ask, Mogz, would you do a Sideswipe montage of all your members' clips starting from the worst clips and keeps getting better and better? I don't know if I do clips, montage where it gets better. Nah, maybe. It's like an interesting idea, I guess. I probably, in terms of montages, I do like the idea of doing like a montage kind of contest, or like a montage showcase video where I show like 5 different montages made by members of the Sideswipe community, maybe my Discord server, and then get you guys to like vote on them, the way that you vote on the mechanics showcase mechanics. Maybe you can vote on which montage is your favorite, and then whichever one wins, I can make that into like a short on my channel, something like that. I think that's a cool idea. But yeah, let me know down in the comments if you guys think that's a good idea, or yeah, if you have any kind of related ideas. Yeah, let me know down below. Next one's from Kai is Better Than Me, and they ask, can you make a car designing tourney? I could do like a car designing showcase. Yeah, I have thought about that as well. I did a similar kind of thing in Rocket League, which was, I've talked about in a previous AMA, was one of my worst performing videos ever. Because it was kind of like a tech demo. Like I really didn't go in the right direction with that video. But yeah, I should have done this kind of thing a long time ago in Sideswipe, because yeah, it could have been a fun video to make. It's possible. We'll see how Sideswipe content goes in the next few months, and if it does, if it's going relatively well, yeah, maybe I'll do a car design tourney / showcase. Yeah, it's a good idea. Next one's from Miro, who's one of my YouTube members. If you want to become a member and get this little red YouTube icon in the Discord server, as well as get other perks, check out the details on screen and in the video description. It's a paid subscription. You pay every month, just a few dollars, and you get a whole bunch of perks. And they ask, Mogz, what's the best cheap controller? I don't really have any data on this, honestly. I don't use cheap controllers because I think cheap controllers are just horrible. I mean, I've bought them in the past and they always break really, really soon, and they don't feel good. So I use, the cheapest one that I would ever use is a Dual Shock, so the PlayStation 4 controller. That's what I 100% recommend. But if you want to get more expensive, then DualSense, which is PlayStation 5, which is what I use now. But they're both, I mean, they're similar. The DualSense is a little bit better in terms of quality. I think it just feels a bit kind of heavier and bulky, it's like better quality, but they're both great. So I'd recommend a DualShock probably if you want a cheap one. But I wouldn't recommend any cheaper ones, honestly. Next one's from Hamza Pro Max again, is his second question, and they ask, hey Mogz, do you think you'll ever stop making Rocket League or Sideswipe related videos? I don't think I'll ever totally stop. Unless the game like literally gets like discontinued, like shut down, then yeah, I guess I'll stop totally, because there won't be any players left. But I want to keep doing it, at least do, a few videos a month on Sideswipe. Even if I do branch out into other games, I will probably keep doing, Sideswipe players versus the rank they think they deserve, because those videos do so well. And they're really difficult to make, but a lot of the work is in the background, so I can get other people to organize the matches and, you know, all that stuff. And then I just record it and edit it, and, you know, which is a massive amount of work. But yeah, those videos do really, really well. So I want to keep doing them and other similar types of videos, as well as doing AMAs. I can do, you know, I can put Sideswipe clips and stuff in there, but I don't think it's gonna be my main game like in the next year or so, because I feel like Sideswipe will probably die. But we'll see how it goes. I don't know. Like, it just depends. It depends how the next like 6 months go. If the game picks up again, if they start, you know, if they release new content and stuff. But if they don't, I can imagine a lot of people leaving, and so viewership's going to drop a lot, and it's not going to be, you know, it's not going to be feasible for me to continue maining Sideswipe on my channel, because just my channel will die, which I really don't want to happen. Next one's from Archhit again, and they ask, "Hey Mogz, what's your opinion on toxic players in Sideswipe and Rocket League?" Toxicity in Sideswipe I don't have a problem with, because it's all quick chat and, you know, wiggling your car back and forth, and just, I don't see it as a problem. And I think if you get triggered from people posting stickers, then you're probably just a bit sensitive, or, you know, in a bad mood. So you should probably not be playing anyway. And if you are, you can just mute the chat. But in Rocket League, I have a huge problem with toxicity, because it's in the form of actual words. You know, people typing KYS, or, you know, just horrible, racist, disgusting things. There's a lot of it in Rocket League. Like, there's tons, and it's a shame, because you know, I don't want to say like you should just disable chat, because the thing is, I've made friends in Rocket League. Like, I have people that I've met in Rocket League, and we've got to chatting, and, you know, I've even met them in real life, and, you know, I've like made actual like real life friends in the game. So I wouldn't want to turn off chat just to avoid the trolls, because that means I would miss all the opportunities of meeting nice people. So yeah, it's a tough one. My opinion is that it shouldn't exist, but unfortunately people enjoy being toxic. Certain people really enjoy it. They get a kick out of it. So yeah, it's a shame, but it is what it is. It's like Smurfs. Like, I hate Smurfs too, but people love to cheat. People love to get an advantage, like hackers. Like, people they just love to get an edge over people and get a rise out of people, and, you know, it's just part of life. It's part of the internet, unfortunately. And particularly, there's no consequences on the internet, really. There's like, it's not like in real life, where if you're toxic to someone that's in front of you, they could punch you, you know, they could they could intimidate you. Like, it's there's kind of real world consequences there, whereas in games and on the internet there really aren't many, in Western society anyway. So yeah, it's not great, but yeah. Next one's from Carty, and they ask, "Hey Mogz, is there any way to get Fennec faster, or just get Fennec?" There's no way to get it faster. The only way to get it would be in the to use tokens to open crates. And the one that you can get it in, I think it's, what is it, the Prime? It's not the Prime. Aesthetic, maybe? Anyway, I'll put the one on screen that you need to open. Because I can't remember off the top of my head. Maybe it's the Rune Present. Yeah, the Rune Present. So you got to open the Rune Present, and you'll get a Fennec, possibly from that. It's one of 26 items. But otherwise, no, there's no other way to get it other than just waiting for it to come to the item shop. Yeah, sorry to tell you. Well, of course, you could open the crates in the Rocket Pass, but yeah, that's the only other way. So you play the game more, I guess, is the answer to that one. Next one's from MDRS for Flixie. I don't know. What's your name? Flixie? Okay, his name's Flixie. If I got a chromatic item right, then sold the colors, will I still keep the chromatic? Yes, as far as I know, I've been told by someone who has a whole bunch of chromatics and stuff. Yeah, you still keep it. You're not going to lose it. So don't worry about it. But you got to, you know, actually claim it first. You can't sell all the items before claiming it. So you're going to, yeah. Good question. Next one's from LCA Anime JDM Fan. And they ask, when will the gold reset tutorial. I'm assuming he means come. I'm still waiting. Yeah, gold reset. I was talking to Jelly about that recently. For anyone who doesn't know, the gold reset was a mechanic I think I showed in the Mechanic Showcase 3. And I never ended up doing a tutorial about it, even though it was the winning mechanic. And I spoke to Jelly about it recently, and he doesn't think it's worth a video. It would just be like a 1-minute tutorial. So what I was thinking was, in the future, I might do a video about Jelly, all of Jelly's mechanics, or like his top 5 mechanics. And in that and I'll teach you how to do them all as well. So in that video, I might include the gold reset, and then you can learn how to do it from that video. But I don't think I'm gonna make a video just about it. But yeah, so sorry about that. Next one is from Zogz, and he asks, would you start playing Sideswipe actively again if Sideswipe starts advertising promotion campaign towards it after season 12? Yeah, I'd probably play more, but just to unlock all the new content and make videos about that, you know, to get to know any of the new game modes or whatever they release. Otherwise, I mean, I don't think I'm going to play it like for entertainment, you know, recreationally. I probably won't, just because I'm just a bit over it, honestly. So, yeah, probably not, but I would play any of the new content. Yeah, for sure. Next one's from YeLover911, and they ask, how can I change region from EU to Middle East? Well, the only way to change your region in-game is to play with someone and have that person as the party leader. Who is from that region or who lives in that region. So if you wanted to go from EU to Middle East, you'd need to find a friend to host the game, you know, to be the party leader, who lives in the Middle East. Other than that, you can use a VPN, and the VPN I use, and I personally use, and I recommend because it just works great, is ExpressVPN. ExpressVPN is a VPN that I have an affiliate program with, so I get paid if you guys sign up with my link. So if you want to sign up for that, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, you'll get like a few months free if you sign up to a year. And I'll get a small percentage of the money. You don't pay anything extra for using my code. It just helps out. It helps out my channel quite a lot, actually. So I massively appreciate anyone who uses that link. It's on screen and in the video description. But yeah, you can use a VPN to change your region, or you can find someone to be the party leader who lives in that region. But other than that, there's no other way. Next question is from Known Pandora 253, and they ask, Mogz, what item do you want the most besides Pocket League Master? I don't want Pocket League Master. Gold items. What gold items do I want? I wouldn't mind the Serene Sakura decal. That's kind of cool. Besides them, I want the Chromatic Fennec. Easy. That's the easy choice. 100%. That's the item for me. I don't care about any others, really. I wouldn't mind some Chromatic, like Tachyon maybe would be great. I would love that. So I want a boost and a car. So I want the Fennec and maybe Tachyon. That would be cool. Yeah. Good question. Next one's from Your Gamer Bro, and they ask, hey, after the countdown for tackle, the kickoff, I'm assuming you mean, should I attempt golden or pancake? After the countdown. Gold shot, I don't recommend at all. You can go pancake and then gold shot, but honestly, if you're plat, I can see from your little icon there. I highly recommend just doing the ram kickoff. Really, really simple kickoff. I've done a tutorial, multiple tutorials about it, and it's just drive at the ball and hit the ball with the nose of your car and then turn around and go back. It's just by far the most reliable kickoff, and it's an even high ranked players use it. You know, even GCs sometimes use it. So just simple is better. Don't try to score. Just try not to get scored on, basically, is your goal with kickoffs. You don't need to do anything fancy. So just drive at the ball, hit it with your nose, and immediately go back, flip back. So don't use your flip, and then flip back and recover, and just go on with the match. So that's my advice. Don't attempt either golden or pancake, and don't try to do anything crazy, because you'll probably get scored on some of the time, and that's not a successful kickoff. But yeah, good question. All of them are really good questions. Thank you so much to everyone who submitted their questions. I got an absolute ton of questions this time. I don't know why, but the channel was just flooded with questions, so I really struggled to go through them all and pick out all my favorites. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone who submitted the questions, and if I didn't get to yours, I'm really sorry. please post it again after this episode. Post your question, and if you're not a member of the Mogz Discord server, come join the Mogz Discord server and put your questions in the Ask Mogz channel. And yeah, that's it for episode 16 of Ask Mogz Anything. Thank you all again for submitting your questions. Let me know down in the comments what you thought of this 3v3 episode. If you want more of these like extra game mode episodes that I'm doing each season, or if you just want 1v1s or 2v2s or what you want. Let me know down in the comments. And as always, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.